These new goodies from Kellofaplan are designed to help us get our kitchen and our recipes all in order. Hey y'all, I'm Elisa, the Scrappy Wife behind ScrappyWife.com, and I'm excited to share this new release with you. This is from Kellofaplan. She has a new meal planner and a matching sticker book, and we're going to flip through both today and see what they are. So let me give you the details about this release. This release will go live on November the 21st. That's Friday, November 21st. At 10 a.m. Central Time. That's 11 a.m. on the East Coast. And I do have an affiliate link down in the description box below. All right, let's dive in and check out the new release. Okay, first of all, we have the new meal plan planner, and it is super cute. Look at that. Meals are memories in the making. Love it. A nice quality cover, good thickness. There's the inside, some beautiful florals. Let's check out the back. Florals, and then a nice little collage right there. We have plastic discs on these. These look to be similar to classic size discs. Very cute. I like the colors. I think that's fun. Those are fun colors. Okay. Planning a Life I Love Meal and Recipe Planner. Perfect. This is great to keep in your kitchen. Kitchen conversions. Love that. That's super helpful to have on hand. Kitchen inventory. Okay. This I like. As someone that has recently started shopping at one of those big box stores a la Costco, Sam's Club, that type of thing, this would be very helpful to just keep track. When we are buying in bulk, then just to not forget what we have on some of those things. Pantry inventory, and then fridge inventory. It kind of also helps you remember those staples. Freezer inventory, also really good. And then favorite recipes, kind of your go-to when you're feeling uninspired. Lots of favorite recipes. Okay, let's dig in. Here's our monthly meal plan section. Planning today equals stress-free dinners tomorrow. If only all the dinners were stress-free. Okay, here's the monthly meal plan. It's undated. So you just highlight the month that you're planning for, date it, and then fill in your chart. And this is helpful because you can mark, if for us, we have a lot of Friday night football games. So we know those are probably nights we're going to eat out or eat at concessions or something like that. Or everyone has activities on Tuesday. So you can kind of map out your month, plan leftovers. That's always really helpful. And then on the back, you have the grocery shopping list for the month, especially if you are big on meal prepping. This would be very, very helpful. So kind of some of the standards. So you have enough of those for your whole year, just to give you an overview of the month. What I like is that you can just pop this out and put it into your catch-all planner as you're rotating through. So that's really helpful. And for me, this would be mostly for dinners. Let's be honest. I'm not planning out breakfast, lunch, and dinner for every single day, but mostly dinners in this case. Love that. Good food starts with a good plan. Beautiful cupcakes. This is the weekly meal plan. Weekly meal planner, breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, Monday through Sunday. So you're breaking it down a little bit more, especially if you're packing school lunches or maybe prepping lunches in advance for heading to work so you don't eat out. Always very helpful. So here's your weekly meal planner and then a grocery shopping list on the back for that. And you have a ton of those. I'm assuming enough for the whole year. And it's very simple and streamlined. And what I like is I feel like you have enough room to write in these. Sometimes in the meal planner sections in different planners, you just don't have room to actually write what it is you plan to have or plan to fix. And that's frustrating as someone that has a little bit larger handwriting. So I do feel like I'd have enough room here to plan that. That's really cool. Then you get into your recipes. So we have breakfast recipes. And here's what the recipe page looks like, recipe 4. Then you have the rating. It has all the info here, yield, prep time, cook time, oven temp, difficulty, some extra notes, ingredients, and directions. And it's double-sided in that you can have a recipe on the front, recipe on the back. Right here, I think it'd be fun to take a pic of the recipe, either if you're cutting it out from a magazine, something like that. So you have room for the breakfast recipes, tons of those. And then you have room for entree. It's gonna look the same, all the little recipe inserts, sides and apps, all your appetizers, and then dessert recipes in the back. So here is how I would use a planner like this. This would be stored where I store my recipe books. And when I sat down to plan meals for the week, I'd pull it out. I'd look at the monthly meal plan. I may have this in my actual planner. Like I might be pulling these sheets out, putting them in my catch-all planner, and then using this as like a recipe book for the future. So that is something that I would consider. That's probably how I would use this. I don't think this would be a planner that I would grab for on a daily basis. I think I would take elements from this, put it in my catch-all, and then have this as a beautiful recipe book that I could use. And I love that I love the discount method because you can continue to add recipes. You know, it could go on and on and on. So love, love, love that. I think this is really useful. I think this is a beautiful gift for someone, maybe not that isn't into necessarily planners, but that loves to cook, that loves a pretty recipe book. I mean, this is absolutely gorgeous. So just the thought, that's how I would use it. I think it would be really helpful just to have in your kitchen. And to go with the new meal planning planner, you have the meal and recipe plans sticker book. With the sticker book, you know we're going to get some functional boxes. So let's check these out. Let's figure out where everything goes. Usually she has it labeled weekly meal plan page. So these fit right in here. Maybe you're highlighting the ones where you are eating out. Then you have these little bullet points. Maybe if you're listing out all the things that are options for that day. So you have those in black. I also just like that size box. And then you have it in the colors that coordinate with the recipe planner. So pretty. Okay, this one, if you look here, she always has them labeled. This is the monthly meal plan page. So when you go to the monthly page, these boxes are going to fit right here. These will fit right in here. Perfect. And then you have all these little bullet points that you can use. So this coordinates with the monthly meal plan page. Really helpful. Love that. That's beautiful. It's a pretty color scheme. I just really like it. Okay, this one fits with the recipe pages. So let's check that out, where we think all of these will fit. So you have your rating system here. You have your box right here. That's going to coordinate with this. This box is going to fit right here. You have lots of little stickers. Family favorite, allergy friendly. That's a nice sticker to have. Likely to remake. Don't forget tips and tricks. Crock pot, air fryer, Instapot. Vegetarian. This one is likely to remake, allergy friendly. This is going to be right here. They all just coordinate really, really well, which I love. And then you have these bullet points that'll be perfect for doing the bullet points for the directions. So I think this is really helpful. All of these little stickers can go in the notes section. You have a little rating system here. It's just really well thought out. Obviously, it's what she does so, so well. And you have a ton of these pages. Love, 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 love. And all of the different colors. So pretty. Those are awesome. And then lots of things that you can use in your recipe book. Look at this. Try this again. Family favorite, easy dinner, make ahead, very spicy, great for leftovers, quick and easy. Bake, broil, saute, simmer, chop, dice, mince, blend, mix. Those are great in the beautiful handwriting. Some lovely quotes. Fondest memories are made when gathered around the table. Food should be simple, nourishing, and planned with lots of love. Eat well, plan smart, live happy. Meals may last minutes, but the memories last a lifetime. Your future self will thank you for meal planning today. It's true. It's true. As hard as meal planning is, I struggle with meal planning. My future self does thank me when I take the time to do it. All right, these are on clear sticker paper, just fun decorative pieces that all coordinate with the book. Those are beautiful. Super fun. Those are sweet. I like those. Oh, look at these. I like this one. With the mixer and everything. This is the season of baking too, you know? It's just something about the fall makes you want to bake all the things. Plus with Thanksgiving, Christmas, look at all the beautiful, oh my goodness. Those are gorgeous. Loving those. Very cute. Oh, the fruits and veggies. So fun. Such a good release. So again, these release November the 21st, 10 a.m. Central Time, 11 a.m. on the East Coast. Let's fill out a recipe page. The truth is that I am not much of a baker. I think being a great baker or a great chef is kind of like being a gardener. I think it takes patience, and that is something that I am often lacking. But I love the thought of baking, and I love the smells of baking, and I am currently obsessed with the Great British Bake Off. So I actually have started doing a little bit more baking, but I'm using a bread machine. So a bread machine kind of does a lot of the things for you. And I found a banana bread recipe, which feels perfect for the fall, that my family and I have really been enjoying. I've been using the bread machine. It feels like a little bit more low pressure, a little bit easier. It kind of does the work on its own, but I've enjoyed it. And so, you know what? I'm going to write down that recipe. No matter if you are like someone who likes to do all of the nitty gritty and make everything from scratch, or if like me, you like to buy some pre-made things and kind of add your own little personality to it. I think that works just as well. You can still record these recipes and you can still enjoy them. And that's what I'm doing here. So these recipe sheets, you don't have to decorate them. I'm going to go ahead and put that out there. Sometimes I feel like we are so excited about decorative planning that we feel like we have to decorate every single page we put our hands on. And then that ends up becoming almost paralyzing because maybe you don't have time to decorate. Maybe you're just, feeling a little burned out on that and you feel like you can't do anything. You can just write down the recipes. That is great because these are things that you can refer to over and over and pieces that you can kind of pass down. But I'm going to use some of the book. I used the bullet points for writing out all the ingredients and then bullet points here for the directions. In hindsight, I wish I had spaced the directions out every other line instead of doing them every single line. I think that would have been nice just because obviously I'm using a bread machine. The directions are very, very simple on this. So if I had spaced it out, I think it would have ended up looking a little bit nicer in the end. So I'm just going to jot all of that down. I do actually, as I'm recording this, I just baked a load of banana bread. I wasn't even planning it. So I am going to end up taking a picture after the fact. I'm not going to put my picture on here because I don't need everyone making fun of my silly little bread machine banana bread, but I'll put a picture on after the fact and enjoy the fact that I actually did kind of bake something. I mean, I mixed all the ingredients and then threw it in the machine. So I feel like that counts for something. All right, after I get the recipe down, then I'm just going to add a few stickers. Like I said, it's just for fun. I have some extra space. On recipes, I would recommend filling in all the recipe first before you start decorating because you just never know how much room it's going to take up when you're writing in all the instructions and things like that, things you need to know. So I would do this almost the opposite of how we do our typical planners. I would do the writing first and the decorating second. That way you know you have plenty of room to write. As you can see, these are just simple and fun and easy, and it's nice to get some of those favorite recipes down on paper. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Consider hitting that subscribe button as well as the bell notification button. If you have any good bread machine recipes, I'd love to hear them down below. But otherwise, don't forget this release is going live November the 21st, 10 a.m. Central Time, 11 a.m. on the East Coast. Check out my affiliate link in the description box. And huge shout out to my Patreon family. You all know my love of Great British Bake Off because we talk about it all the time. If you want to join us over on Patreon, it's a ton of fun. Head on over to patreon.com/ScrappyWife. All right. I hope that you have a fabulous day. And as always, keep it creative.